Hi, minasan. This is the second video concerning the knife forms. Now, the previous video went over just the basic conjugation type of knife. Now, this video is going to briefly go over the sentence structures using knife form. And also, well, I guess sentence structures or phrases, or we can say sentence endings. All right, so there are three that we're going to do in this particular unit. One is ないでください, which is please do not do, which actually sort of relates back to the very first unit that we did this year about school rules, if you remember. And なくてもいいです is you do not have to do something, which also sort of relates back to the TIF form rules that we did in unit 1. And one last one, なければなりません, which is you have to do or you must do. So those are the three structures that we're working with this time. So ないでください. So if you notice, you conjugate the verb to ない form and you add でください. You get please do not do. So 食べないでください. Yeah? What else do we have? 立たないでください. Please do not stand. Please do not speak. 話さないでください. So these are all the ないでください structures. Again, you take a verb, put it into its ない form, add でください. So, for instance, if we have the word 書きます, which is to write, 書きます in its ない form is 書かない. So you add でください. 書かないでください. Something else you guys know, 飲みます means to drink. So 飲みます in its dictionary form is 飲む. Remember, if you take it up a notch, is your ない form 飲まない. Add でください. 飲まないでください. Please do not drink. Moving on to the next. なくてもいいです. This is you do not have to do something. So you conjugate the verb to its ない form, drop the e at the end, and then replace the e with くてもいいです. So it turns into なくてもいいです. Now this is you do not have to do something. So let's try saying you do not have to do your homework, which is great, right? 宿題をしなくてもいいです. You do not have to take off your shoes. 靴を脱がなくてもいいです. You do not have to run. 走らなくてもいいです. Now let's say we wanted to tell somebody, oh, you don't have to eat this. 食べます in its ない form, 食べない. Add くてもいいです after you drop the e. So 食べなくてもいいです. Maybe you want to tell somebody, oh, just because you're in Japan doesn't mean you have to eat sushi. 日本でお寿司を食べなくてもいいです. Just because you're in Tokyo doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to the Tokyo Tower. 東京で東京タワーに行かなくてもいいです. Now, another one, this is you have to. It's a must. So this actually comes from a ない form, which is kind of funny when you think about it by meaning. You're telling somebody you have to do, you ought to do, you must do, and the structure is derived from its negative. Think about that culturally on your own, okay? Now, but you take the ない, drop the e, and replace it with ければなりません. There was another example somewhere else in the video, also with a, what is it? I think in the previous video, it said なくてもなければいけません. That is another form of saying you must do. So again, it's なければなりません or なければいけません. Either one works. It's interchangeable. It means the same thing. Now, try this one. You have to eat sushi in Japan. 日本でお寿司を食べなければなりません. You have to go to Tokyo Tower in Tokyo. 東京で東京タワーに行かなければなりません. You have to eat 味噌カツ in 名古屋. 名古屋で味噌カツを食べなければなりません. You have to take pictures at 金閣寺 in 京都. 京都で、京都の金閣寺で写真を撮らなければなりません. Now, let's use this to talk about some of the day-to-day that we have to do. I think we do have to sleep. 寝なければなりません. You have to drink water. お水を飲まなければなりません. You should or you have to eat. 食べなければなりません. Some things you have to do. You gotta wake up. 起きなければなりません. What else? You have to study. 勉強しなければなりません. Some things you could go without doing. Maybe listen to music. 音楽を聴かなくてもいいです. Now, for some of you, that might be a must. You don't have to watch TV. テレビを見なくてもいいですね. All of those are structures that we're working with. And so that is it. Let me go ahead and navigate you over to the guiding practice sheet that I had. I think it's this one. My internet is getting really slow these days. One, I think, is because I'm making a lot of videos. So that's the conjugation sheet that you have to do for your homework. You have to make sure you tell me what the verbs mean in English. Conjugate that into dictionary form, te form, or excuse me, ta form, and then nai form. So this should actually help you to solidify your understanding of the conjugations. Now, this is the explanation sheet that I wanted to show you. It goes through everything. So there's a practice area for you to do as well. So have fun with it.